Well, hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am Melody and this is Bake a Leg and Let's Dig It. You are looking at tray after tray after tray of seedlings. This one's not up. This I just did last night. We want to talk about this tray right here. This is some old German, it's just different types of, I think these are all tomatoes. Okay, all tomatoes. There's my bag of Perilite. I tried this experiment this year to see if it actually worked to help the seedlings germinate quicker by putting Perilite across the top so it doesn't constantly keep drying the dirt out and you got to keep watering it, so forth and so on. So I did this tray of tomatoes just the other day. They're all up. What is Perilite? It helps prevent soil compaction. It promotes strong root development. You can use it with potting mixes or gardening soils. If you have like really thick soil, you can lighten it up. Usually that's how we use it. But this was an experiment. I sprinkled it just across this tray. And right there on 2 rows just the other night, because they weren't coming up, and those 2 are now up. So I was experiencing a lot of humidity in my dining room, and I saw it recommended a few times to put Perilite on the top of your seed trays, and it'll help them germinate faster and quicker. This seed tray, let me show you, over here, has been so slow. Let me move this out of the way. This is Haas's jalapenos. And my garden, just Tabasco. So you see how slow the germination is right here? It has a lot of condensation in the lid, as you can see. It's sitting on a heat mat, of course. Let me just make sure it's still good. It's good. Okay, so it was worrying me, and I was like watering it, whatnot, so forth and so on. So what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to end up putting some of my Perilite, I think it's Perilite, let me just check. Yeah. Perilite over the top of this tray, and see if I can get these peppers, Hungarian, Tabasco, shishito, and see if I can get this tray here to germinate as quickly as this tray did. These are all on the floor right now. The lights are up above for the cups. I am really surprised how good these are looking. I'll be getting ready to transplant these up because they have their second, it's getting their second true leaf on them. So yeah, basically what I'm going to do is just take, this has been sitting here for, this has probably been my tray that's been taking the longest. And all we're going to do is just sprinkle some of this in every one of the holes, like so. Sorry, I don't have you on my tripod. Just like this. And you can see as of right now what it looks like. There's like what, 2, 1, let me say 1, 2, 3, 4 little babies that are popping up. And I'm going to give this a little bit, like I said, in all the holes to help control the water, and it apparently makes everything germinate faster. If I would have known that when I planted my seeds initially, I would have just put it right on. But this tray is taking a good hot minute, and I don't want it to get too wet due to condensation. So I'm just going to cover this up. Hopefully you're seeing this. Just covering this up, sprinkling it. You don't have to do it real heavy. Just make sure every hole has some on there. And I will bring you all back to show you how these did and if they germinated any quicker. So today or tonight I should say, because I wanted to make sure that I did this video. Today is Tuesday night, about 10 or 11 o'clock at night that I'm doing this, so I will come back and let you know when these officially pop up. So mark it down, Tuesday night, late. I'm putting this on, just spreading it out a little bit, and I will bring you back as soon as they germinate. And there you go. Now, vermiculite is completely different. Vermiculite will suck the water up, so that's not going to work. Okay, let me see if I can explain this better for you. Perilite promotes strong root development. It's used in a lot of potting soil mixes and garden mixes. And then vermiculite, Perilite will make the soil soft and fluffy and be able to hold some of the water. Let me just go on to this bag real quick to look at. Yeah, okay, this is 100% Perilite. I'm just trying to check. Make sure. Okay, yeah, my bag's organic. Thank God. I should have looked at it 5 seconds sooner. But anyway, so a lot of people will use vermiculite. It helps with like when you're watering and whatnot, and Perilite will keep your soil light and fluffy. But I saw a gardening channel, I can't think of the girl's name. It's something garden, I'll try to find it. And she was doing a tray of seeds. This is exactly what she put on the top. And I was like, huh, let me try that out. Because I've been struggling with trying to keep my seedlings watered. Like I said, I'm going through a humidity thing. And I have this tray that's been taking a good long while to germinate. I mean, there's literally, let me see. This is Baker Creek. It's a little tiny baby right there, and another one right there. One there. And we have one there. So, I wanted to give this a whirl and try it. Now, I will usually use Perilite, and I did go out today looking for vermiculite, and I'm glad that I didn't, because it wouldn't have worked for this trick. So that you're not overwatering your seed trays. It helps with root development, and it will get your seedlings germinating faster. That's why I picked up the Perilite. Vermiculite will hold water if you need to use it in like thick soil, things like that. So that's the difference between Perilite and vermiculite. They're all basically from the same thing. One's grounded a lot finer. It's all from volcanic rock. So yeah, I just wanted to come on and show you this trick. This one I did, and everything popped up, and now it's going to be needed to be up potted. And then this row here was not really doing anything, and you can see it's dry looking, but it really isn't. I've been watering, so I decided to put a few on this row here to see if it'll make them pop up. And I wanted to do this tray that's been sitting here probably about, and I know I've been gardening a really long time. Peppers take longer. My peppers never really do, but this one is. So I am doing this experiment. This is like Haas Tools, Baker Creek. It's all types of peppers. I think there's a few and my gardeners in there, and I am going to bring you back and let you see. I wanted you to see the beginning of like 3 little ones, and then I will bring you back and let you see if and when these germinate, okay? But this is the one that I did use the Perilite on, and everything magically came up, and now I have to get crack-a-lackin' and get these potted pretty quickly. So yeah, just Perilite improves drainage. It's good in potting mixes, but this is something new for me. And this is basically, you would just, here's one I did last night. I'll show you for an example. I'm not done by no means. Let me get this off. Okay, it's holding the condensation. This is just some randoms like Oswald, Rosita. This is my eggplants. Over here is the seedlings for Becky over at Acre Homestead for her challenge. I just did these really late last night. I got tired and I didn't put anything on them. But this is my eggplants. Nothing in that one. And this is to the container gardening from Acre Homestead. I planted some of them. Like I said, it was really late last night. I didn't get to put the Perilite on it, but I will tonight. So that is what I'm doing. I'm over here experimenting and potting. I mean, I don't know. I used to just put my seeds in a cup of potting soil, like just from Roots and Refuge, and then I got into a whole lot more plants, and it's a whole lot more work when you have to pot everything. So with that being said, yeah, we'll see how the Perilite does on this seed tray that's been here, I want to say 2 weeks. No, maybe 3 weeks. This has been sitting here, and it's got 2 little babies. And it's a girl. Garden Answers, maybe? I don't know. I'll find the name of it, and I'll try to link it down below, or I'll know it by Sunday night's live. She was doing a seed tray, dropping the seeds in, and then she covered it right up with Perilite. So I did some research. This is what I found, that if you put the Perilite on top of your seed trays when there's no, as soon as you plant them, and you add the Perilite to the top, it will help the seeds germinate faster. So I will come back and let you know how this does. But so far, this one here, everything is germinated, literally, and pretty big, fast too. So, okay, that's the video. Bring you back. This is, what did I say was Tuesday night, around 10 or so. Just haven't really been feeling that great. Severe headaches. So yeah, I will come back as soon as these germinate. It's got enough moisture in there. I don't want to keep spraying my seedlings. You know, it constantly keeps looking dry. I don't want to do that. So this is supposed to fix that. You put your soil in, you plant your seedlings, and then you cover it up with Perilite. So I will be back to let you know if this experiment works. So far, I only have 1 tray to speak of that it's working. I got a little scared. And then this one right here, I only did just that row right there to see if the ones that are not up yet will come up. And yeah, so I will be back and let you know how this works out, and wish me lots of luck, because I have a lot of potting to do. But I love you all. Like I said, as soon as this comes up, I will tell you if this works. And yeah, if it does, I may do that next year, or next year I may go back to just doing every one of my seeds just in the cup. That's what I'm thinking. And that's probably because I'm in potting HE double hockey stick right now. But when it comes to these seed trays, because I'm not trying to scare anyone, when you're doing a lot, it's usually better just to do it in a seed tray. These are 75 cell count trays. I'm going to be selling some plants and feeding like 6 families this year. So yeah, but we're going to try this out, the Perilite, and see how it does on this tray together. And I'll be back to let you know. But could you imagine? Put your soil in, put your seeds in, 2 per hole, cover it up with Perilite, and apparently they germinate a whole lot faster, especially on peppers. So I will be back, and I will let you know how this does. As soon as it comes up, I will do a video. So I love you all. Has anyone else ever tried this Perilite method over top of their seedlings? I think Cog Hill does something just like this. If I'm not mistaken, I saw it yesterday in one of his videos. He was planting all of his seedlings with his daughter, and he went right over it with something that looked to be white from Haas Tools, which to me would be Perilite. So we shall see, but this tray is ready for some up potting. I don't want them to get, too long. So, yep, lots to up pot. I love you all. I will be back and let you know how this works out. And if this does, then next year I would just do my soil, my seeds, and go right over with Perilite. Especially this year would have been great if I would have known this sooner, because my dining room, I told you, is holding a lot of humidity. So on that note, I love you all. Like, share, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. And I will see you on this experiment as soon as it comes up. But I love you all. I will talk to you soon. Don't forget, it's Perilite. Yeah, we'll talk soon. Bye-bye.